Hi guys, sorry I haven't posted in a while. I'm not even sure what to call this, but this is my day 6 of 12 Nights of Halloween tutorials. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue this since Halloween's over, but enjoy. I'm starting with professional cream makeup in just a shade of white, and I'm like really putting on a very light amount of it so that it should look just, what? Just looks like a lighter foundation basically. You don't want it too white. Next, I'm taking the color Triple Fudge from Too Faced Chocolate Bar. And I'm just going to apply that all over her base. And I applied quite a few layers, but you just do it to your heart's content, just as much as you want to do. Next, I'm going to be taking this red face crayon by some Goodwill package I got. It was like 15 bucks. If you can't tell, that's kind of all I like to use. If you haven't seen my other videos, you should watch those. That's what I've been using, and I think that the looks look pretty fine. I also use this dark red shade that is, again, in that Goodwill face paint kit, and I just applied it with a Q-tip under her eyes to kind of make it darker. I didn't think that it did a good job getting evenly distributed throughout the eye with just the Q-tip. So I went in with some green and just kind of applied it on top to make her look more tired and more, I don't know, like infected, I guess. Make sure that you blend it with the red so that there's an even blend between the two of them and it doesn't just go from red to green right away. I'm just going to take that blue face crayon from that Goodwill kit. I'm going to go on top of the red and kind of blend it down to the green. That way it just gives her more of a tired, dark circle look to it. It's not too harsh, as you can tell. Then I'm going to take a Q-tip and I'm going to get that red from the Goodwill kit again, that little 4-kit colored one deal. I'm just going to kind of create my own veins coming under her eyes. Doesn't really matter how many you use or how many you go over. She didn't have very fair skin that I could see any veins, but if you are doing your makeup on yourself or on someone that you can see them, that also really helps to get an idea of what veins kind of look like. Going on top of that with that blue crayon shade, again, really lightly on the sides, just so it has a purple undertone to it. Then I'm going to take liquid latex, same Goodwill kit as everything else, and I'm going to make bite marks. Taking the ends of Q-tips, I'm just going to blend on top of that with the liquid latex.
Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, Kate is tripping.
Yeah, whoops. Be careful with it. It doesn't stain, but as you can tell, it is pretty runny. I probably should have done this with the Kleenex. I thought the Q-tip would have worked, but I mean, use what you want. I'm going with the fake blood that's from the Goodwill kit again, and I'm just going to apply it underneath her eyes. She didn't have a reaction underneath the eyes at all, but if you have sensitive skin or sensitive eyes, I don't recommend putting it directly underneath. But yeah, it just kind of turned out like that. Like I said before, I don't really like how it turned out with the blood, so you can just leave it with the veins. I put the blood on both eyes. I forgot to film the other eye, but you'll see that coming up in another clip. Take some tweezers and you can start pulling apart the cotton or apart the Kleenex just so that you can get really in there with different effects and add different colors. I'm going to take that red from the 4 little palettes in the Goodwill kit and I'm just going to dab on top of it to kind of give it a bruised effect. Doesn't matter if you blend it very much, it's kind of supposed to be messy anyway. I found that layering the blue and the red face crayon just really helped to add dimension into her infected wound look. So you could go ahead and do that if you'd like to. And then what I also did is I took the green face paint from that kit and I just kind of messily blended it on top. Then what you can do is you can take that liquid latex, put it on the bottom part of the lip, Be very careful not to get this in your mouth. I mean, I feel like that's common sense, but it's hard when you're working with the mouth. It doesn't have to be straight, doesn't have to follow it very well, because what you're going to be doing next is taking Kleenex, toilet paper, anything that can be easily ripped, and you're going to put it on top of the liquid latex. While that dries, I took the Triple Fudge chocolate bar shade from Too Faced, and I'm just applying it on top. I don't know why I did that, to be completely honest. You can use foundation, you can use just red. I just really wanted it to look like dirty, and something inside of me just told me to use that eyeshadow. Then on top of it, I'm going in with that dark shade, the dark red shade from the Goodwill package, as well as the face crayon, and then the blood. The blood is really what's going to give it the, what's going to tie the whole entire look together. As you can see, it gives it a really scabby look. If you don't use foundation, just be careful that you don't miss spots like I did in that top right corner, because then it's very obvious that it's just a Kleenex. Then take that fake blood as well from the Goodwill kit, and you could just apply it at the 2 holes that you inserted with the Q-tips or whatever you decide to use. And that completes this look. I hope that you choose to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and thanks so much for watching.